Today, we're diving into 99 Nights in the Forest on Roblox, and I'm going to show you exactly how to get over 600 diamonds without wasting time. If you've been grinding for hours and still can't figure it out, don't worry. This guide will break it down step by step so you can survive longer, farm smarter, and stack gems way faster than most players. Number 1. Prepare for the first nights. When you first spawn in 99 Nights in the Forest on Roblox, the biggest mistake most players make is rushing straight into battles. Those opening nights aren't meant for non-stop fighting. They're your preparation stage, and how you use them will decide if you'll actually make it far enough to stack more than 600 diamonds later. So let's break down exactly what you should be doing, step by step. Step 1. Gather wood. Wood is your number one priority at the start. Don't ignore it. Without wood, you can't build fires. And without fires, the darkness becomes your worst enemy. Monsters get stronger and more aggressive at night, but they always stay back when you're in the light. Instead of dropping one huge campfire in the middle of your base, craft several smaller fires and spread them out in a circle. This way, when a wave of enemies comes, you can run from one fire to another and always have a safe zone to retreat to. It's basically like building checkpoints that keep you alive when things get messy. Step 2. Collect stone and upgrade your tools. The starter pickaxe is weak. It wastes time and slows down your progress. Stones are scattered around the map, so grab them whenever you can. Once you have enough, upgrade your pickaxe as soon as possible. Every hit you save while mining will make a huge difference once you start farming diamond nodes deeper in the forest. Step 3. Secure food early. A lot of players forget about hunger until it's too late. Don't make that mistake. During the day, grab berries, hunt small animals, and store food in your camp chest. When night comes and you're running between fires, you don't want to be worrying about your health draining because you forgot to eat. Having a small backup stash means you can focus on surviving waves and scouting for resources without constant panic. Step 4. Explore during daylight. Use the quiet hours to learn the map. Look for glowing blue sparkles on the ground, or strange bright rocks sticking out of cliffs. Those are diamond fragments, or early diamond nodes. Even if it's just a single shard, pick it up. Later, fragments can be combined into full diamonds, and collecting them early is like slowly filling a secret savings account. Finally, don't waste time chasing big monsters in these early nights. The loot is not worth the risk yet. Your focus is simple: survive, gather, and prepare. By the time you reach night 10, you should have a solid camp with multiple fires, a stronger pickaxe, a food supply, and a small but growing stash of diamonds. That's your launchpad for the serious grind that comes next. Number 2. Master the daily rewards. A lot of players underestimate how powerful the daily rewards are in 99 Nights in the Forest. If your goal is to reach 600 or more diamonds, you can't afford to ignore this feature. The game gives you free rewards every single day you log in, and many of those rewards are diamonds. The trick here is consistency. Even if you don't have time to play a full session, just open the game, claim your reward, and close it. That one quick login can make a huge difference in the long run. Here's how the daily rewards usually work. The first day you log in, you'll only get a small amount. Something like a handful of diamonds, maybe 10 or 20. It doesn't look like much, but it sets up a chain. Each consecutive day you log in, the reward increases. By the time you reach day 5 or 6, you'll notice the numbers getting bigger, and on day 7, you'll usually get a large bonus. That 1 week streak alone can hand you more than 100 diamonds, which is already a nice chunk of your 600 target. Now let's talk about how to use those diamonds. A lot of players spend them right away on cosmetics, but that's not the smartest move if your goal is efficient farming. Instead, use your early rewards to upgrade your pickaxe. A stronger pickaxe lets you mine diamond nodes faster, and that means more diamonds per night. After that, put some of your diamonds into basic armor. From night 10 onward, enemies hit harder, and having better defense keeps you alive longer, which means you can keep farming without losing progress. Daily rewards are basically free diamonds for showing up. If you keep the streak going every single day, you'll see your total climb without even grinding. Combine this with the fragments you're already collecting in the early nights, and you'll be surprised how close you are to your 600 diamond goal before the real challenges of the forest even begin. Number 3. Finding diamond nodes. Once you've made it through the first 10 nights with a solid base, it's time to move on to one of the most reliable ways of stacking up diamonds, mining the diamond nodes. These glowing blue rocks are scattered all around the forest, and they're your best friend if you're aiming for 600 or more diamonds. The challenge is that they're not always easy to spot, so you need to know where to look and how to farm them efficiently. During the day, focus on scouting. Walk further away from your camp and check rocky areas, cliffs, and caves. Diamond nodes usually glow faintly blue, so even from a distance you'll notice a shine. They don't spawn in huge clusters right away, but once you find your first one, it's a clue. Mark the spot by building a small torch nearby, or just remember a visual landmark like a weird tree, a river bend, or a hilltop. Later in the run, these nodes will respawn, and you'll want to circle back to them as part of your farming route. Having a set loop where you know exactly where to go saves a lot of time compared to just running randomly and hoping for luck. Your tools make a huge difference here. If you're still stuck with the starter pickaxe, mining these nodes will take forever, and you'll waste valuable daylight. Upgrade your pickaxe as soon as possible, even if it costs some of your early diamonds. A stronger pickaxe cuts the number of hits in half, or even more, which means you can break twice as many nodes before night falls. That translates directly into more diamonds per cycle. Keep in mind that while mining, you're still vulnerable to enemies. Don't wander too far from your safe zones without a plan. If you're solo, try to mine quickly and get back to camp before dark. If you're in a group, have one player stand guard while another mines. This way, you don't get ambushed halfway through. The deeper into the forest you go, the more rewarding the nodes become, but also the more dangerous it is. Build up gradually, stick to your marked route, and you'll notice your diamond count climbing steadily. Number 4. Smart combat for extra diamonds. By the time you've survived the first 10 to 15 nights in 99 nights in the forest, the enemies start getting tougher. This is actually good news, because the harder the creatures, the better the rewards. If you want to hit that 600 diamond mark, you can't avoid combat forever. Instead of fighting recklessly, you need to fight smart and make every battle worth it. The first step is upgrading your gear before the big waves hit. A basic weapon works fine in the first few nights, but it quickly becomes useless when stronger monsters show up. Use some of your early diamonds to craft a better pickaxe, then move on to swords or ranged weapons. The faster you can finish a fight, the less health you lose, which means fewer resources wasted on healing, and more time to focus on farming. Armor is just as important. Even a small defense boost lets you survive an extra hit or two, and that can be the difference between surviving night 20 and starting all over again from scratch. Next, learn how to use the light to your advantage. Monsters hate campfires, and that's something you should always exploit. Don't stand in the dark waiting for them to surround you. Instead, build multiple fires in a spread-out pattern and kite enemies between them. Run in circles, lead them through the light, and let the fire burn them while you deal extra hits. This way you're not trading blow for blow, you're controlling the fight. Boss nights are where the real diamonds drop. These enemies are dangerous, but the rewards are worth the risk. If you're playing solo, prepare traps and stock up on healing items before the fight starts. If you're playing with friends, coordinate roles. One person pulls aggro, another handles damage, and a third stays near the fires to keep them lit. When the boss finally goes down, everyone gets a share of the rewards, and that's often dozens of diamonds at once. The biggest mistake is wasting energy on low-value fights. If an enemy isn't dropping fragments or loot you need, don't chase it across the forest. Stick to enemies and bosses that guarantee returns. Every diamond drop counts, and by focusing only on profitable fights, you'll build your stash quickly and keep yourself alive for the long haul. Number 5. Team up and share the load. Getting to 600 diamonds in 99 nights in the forest can be done solo. But let's be real, it's way easier, faster, and more fun when you've got a team. The forest is huge, enemies scale up in strength as nights pass, and resources are spread out. If you try to do everything by yourself, you'll waste time running around, and every minute you're away from your campfires is a chance to get caught in the dark. That's why teaming up is a game changer. Here's how to make it work step by step. First, split roles. Don't all run in the same direction collecting the same things. Assign one player to gather wood, another to mine stone and search for diamond nodes, and another to hunt animals for food. If you have 4 players, dedicate one as a guard who keeps monsters busy while the others gather. This division of labor means your group's resource pool grows much faster than if everyone was just grabbing random items. Second, coordinate your camp setup. Instead of each player building a separate base, combine your efforts into one central camp. Build multiple fires and spread them out so you have safe zones from every angle. One person can be responsible for keeping fires fueled, which frees up others to focus on mining or exploring. When night falls, group up, hold your ground, and rotate around the fires together. If someone takes too much damage, they can retreat while teammates keep enemies distracted. Third, take advantage of team rewards. Group events and bosses become much easier with multiple players. A single player might struggle to bring down a boss, but with 4 people working together, the fight becomes manageable. The best part? Everyone who participates in defeating a boss usually gets a share of the loot. That means multiple players farming the same boss can all walk away with diamond fragments or full diamonds. Multiply that across several nights, and your diamond count rises way faster than grinding alone. Number 6. Advanced efficiency and long-term strategy. By the time you're pushing into the later nights of 99 Nights in the Forest, the game stops being about quick survival and turns into a long-term strategy challenge. This is where players either run out of steam or push past the 600 diamond goal. The difference comes down to how efficiently you use your time, your resources, and your team. First, plan a farming route. By now, you should already know where most of the diamond nodes and resource-rich areas are. Don't waste time wandering. Create a loop that starts at your main camp, goes through 2 or 3 known node spots, and ends back at your camp before nightfall. Always move with a purpose random. Exploring at this stage costs time and energy that you can't afford to lose. Second, rotate responsibilities in your team. At night, 1 or 2 players should handle combat. One should focus on keeping fires fueled, and another should repair structures. During the day, split up based on what's most needed: wood, food, or mining diamonds. By balancing tasks, you'll avoid gaps in defense and make sure everyone contributes to the diamond total. Third, prepare for heavy waves. After night 30 and beyond, enemies hit much harder and come in bigger numbers. Make sure your armor and weapons are upgraded with the diamonds you've already earned. Don't hoard all 600 from the start. Invest part of them into better survival gear, so you can keep collecting more later. Think of it as spending some to make more. Fourth, stack your diamonds smartly. Don't craft diamonds the moment you have enough fragments unless you're about to spend them. Sometimes it's safer to keep fragments in different storage spots around your camp, because if your base gets destroyed, you won't lose everything at once. Only combine them when you're ready to use them for upgrades, or when you're sure you can defend your camp that night. Finally, watch the timer closely. In the late game, nights get longer, and you'll have less daylight for farming. Always head back with enough time to light your fires, repair walls, and prepare for the fight. The longer you survive, the more bosses you'll encounter, and those bosses are where the biggest diamond rewards come from. If you manage your resources, fight smart, and play as a team, reaching 600 diamonds won't just be possible, it'll feel guaranteed. The late game is all about staying sharp, sticking to your plan, and making every minute count.